Hello, Seiiti Arata. So, if you are the type of person who is always busy, well, we need to talk and don't tell me that you are too busy. I know you know someone who's always busy, who always has something to do, and who has no time for anything. The more things get done, the more commitments they make right after that. Let's just imagine that one of the tasks that you have in your to-do list is to clean up your desk. Very good. Now, once you're finished and you're happy and you tick off that task, you realize that you have these old books that you don't need anymore and that you don't want to throw away either. So now what do you have to do? You create a new task in your to-do list. You have to go to a library. You have to go to a bookshop to sell or to give those books away. Basically, every time that we finish one particular task, we are feeling this opportunity to add more items in our to-do list, and that is natural. That is why it is an illusion to believe that by completing more tasks faster, you will have more free time. And the truth is that we are just basically trying to fill up every free space in our agenda, and then we never have free time. Don't take more than you can handle. Trying to do too many things at the same time means a lack of experience with time management and not being able to prioritize what is most important. So what is productivity for you? Do you think that being productive is doing twice the work? Maybe in half of the time? I don't know, because maybe if you do twice the work, you will end up with a longer list of new tasks just after that. And that is the problem with taking more than you can handle. It's basically impossible to finish everything. Don't get me wrong. I believe it is very good to have big plans for the future, to work hard, to accomplish them. At the same time, we've got to think of realistic plans in which we have activities that we can actually do. Otherwise, we will end up feeling constantly frustrated for not being able to finish everything on our list. And then sooner or later we will earn a bad reputation for making promises to people and not being able to fulfill these promises. Under-promise and over-deliver when you're setting up your plans. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Keep in mind the commitments that you already have. Think about whether they are really important. You need balance in your life, to be aware of your limitations. It is a good idea to exercise some humility and wisdom, and then it will help you to implement our next tip. Keep your priorities in order. It is likely that you end up wasting your time dealing with small things that don't really add any value or bring good results to your life. So let's now make the next exercise together. Please grab a notebook, a pen, and then pause the video and take 5 minutes to write all the things in your to-do list. Include everything that you can think of, from people you need to get in touch with, emails that you need to reply, payments, bills you have to, take care of, books that you want to read, movies you want to watch, and projects that you want to complete at your office, basically everything. Ready? As a rule, only 1 out of 10 items that we write down is actually considered important. And you can leave all the rest for later, or just forget about them. Let me tell you why. If you spend your time doing all these unimportant little things, what's going to happen? You're never going to have time to do the most important things. You're always going to be in a rush, not having time for anything that truly matters. So please relax. Keep in mind sometimes that you need to put some tasks aside for your own good. The art of delegation. Maybe there are a few items in your list that, even though they are not really priorities, you feel that you just cannot put them aside. Okay? In this case, maybe they have to be done, but not necessarily by you. You have to learn how to involve other people to work for you as part of your team. I'm not saying that you should employ people to work for you, but if you have a company, maybe it's a good idea. But I'm talking, for people in general. This is a broad and general concept. I'm asking you, which activities that you do as part of your daily life that could be done by somebody else, like somebody in your family. Which activities could be done by colleagues at work? What about hiring some freelancer to do those things for a few dollars? I don't know. Now, you can think it could be very difficult to have somebody else who's not as experienced as you, who's not as talented as you, who does not care as much as you do, or who does not have all the context, to perform particularly well, those tasks as well as you could do. Then, in this case, what can help you a lot is to do a documentation of the entire process, or to put some time to be teaching people how to do it the way you like. That is the art of delegation. You need to be able to give clear instructions for other people to follow them. In our course, Productivity Ninja, we can learn more details on how to delegate those tasks that are less important. You can take a look at the link here on the screen to see more details. Many people write to us asking for exercises on how to put into practice all the ideas that we share here. So, for those of you who have requested it, here is a bonus tip that can help you to apply what we learned today to your routine. Every morning, when you're having your breakfast, before going to work, ask yourself, if I could only accomplish one and only one task, what would it be? What is the most important task in your entire list? And then you write down your answer, because that is going to show you the direction to have more free time and be more productive. I just created a new video, particularly for those of you who are always busy, and you can take a look at the link here.